Hello, welcome back, and when you're watching this video, you are probably in the midst of just finishing up your placement matches and kind of dealing with the consequences of that, right? So, rank resets are hard for everybody. Hopefully, with this replay analysis for G95, we will be able to give you some helpful tips and tricks and basically help her and help all of us, right? She is roughly, I believe this is her last placement match, and she got plat 3-ish, high plat 3. So, be a great game to kind of talk about for her how to progress into diamond, what the next steps are, and maybe for players who are lower than, in low plat, gold, on some things that they could do to step up their game. So, let us get into it. Oops. Alright. So we're going for the boost here. And it's fine. I would say we need to work on getting to this boost faster, right? Off these kickoffs. So the best path I find is if we're full committing right now to going to get corner boost, it's boost, get this boost pad, and then go directly to it. You can even, some people incorporate a quick turn and a flip and go directly to this. I think they're equally as good, but there's something else we need to worry about is if we do this path, go get the boost. Once we get the big boost pad, we need to make a turn. We can either turn this way to go upfield, but if we're going to do that, we must make sure our car is facing back towards our net, okay? So I'll show you what I mean when we get over there. So, first off, just get that little boost pad. You're going to be so much faster to that boost. You can even try to get this other boost pad right here too, and you'll just be even faster because you can boost the whole time. But when we come out of this turn, right, it's okay to turn upfield because I like it. It's aggressive. That's something I would do. But we need to, as we're coming around this, we need to be ready to make sure our car is facing this way because of kickoffs like this, okay? Where our opponents are already pressuring our net. So you do a good job, you get just back in time, but really thinking about like get to the boost as fast as possible and then turn upfield but turn back towards our net. So that way we are protecting the net still. So good dribble. Got away from you a little bit, which is okay. At least we're trying to keep possession. Probably get back into ball cam a little sooner here, right? So like right here, you line it up and you flip. It's time to get back into ball cam, see what's going on. You stay in it just a hair too long. Doesn't end up doing anything, but it can, just give you more information about how to play this. Now, as we rotate through here, our teammates kind of over here, and blue team has possession really, if we think about it. So when we come and go for this ball, we really should be like getting into the net and being parallel on the goal line. Basically because we are not going to be the first person to this ball. We're just not. Our teammates most likely going to turn and go for this, as they probably should. If they rotate around you, it's time to full commit and try to do something. But if we see our teammate turn and try to go for this, that's when we need to take the path of going and getting inside the net and being parallel with it, right? So, whoops. As we get closer, we need to get on the inside of the goal line. More inside here and protect it this way, and then last second bail out and go for the ball as we needed. Because now that we get more information, it looks like our teammate is indecisive, is in front of you. Time to start playing for a save, play for a shot. You get out too far, like you are, any really hard place shots this direction, you're just not going to be able to save. Alright, your teammate does a good job though, challenging. And then it's an awkward spot here, right? I mean, this is pretty awkward. We kind of push forward and they have a good touch. Getting bumped is unfortunate. Something you probably could have done is realize like the danger of this and just did an aerial real quick. Come on, mouse. Where are you? There we go. Just do a really quick aerial to this ball, because you do have a blue defender behind you. You don't want them to bump you like they did. But do a quick aerial to this, and you want to hit this ball very, very soft. So the best way to do that is just put your tires on it, and that will make it just go really soft towards the sidewall, and hopefully will kill enough time for your teammate to rotate around. Even if you do get your 4 tires on it, you might even get a flip reset, and that could just be an extra option for you, especially with how awkward, like, the position of you right now makes it really awkward. So is what it is. They end up scoring off it, just slightly, like, you know, push forward a little bit and they kind of get past you. That happens sometimes. It's a good play from blue side. So we're chilling. We go a little late for this aerial, right? You do a good job of getting your car correctly positioned. You're ready to jump for this, but we need to be also cognizant of what these guys are doing over here, right? If we look, this blue defender has already jumped and going for this ball. So if you were to jump now, you are going to be way too late. Even though you're a little closer to the ball, they're always going to beat you to this. So at this point, it's time to just turn around and get ready to shadow, defend, and play the ball away. So yeah, and then obviously we don't want to recover like this, right? We don't want to get up into the net. Their net like that kills a lot of boost, kills a lot of time. And when we're in distress, when our team is in distress and the ball is in a spot where it could go into the net, we cannot rotate and get a big boost. We must rotate up the middle and get all these little boost pads, or we must rotate up this way. Oops. Up this way and get these little boost pads and try to save this ball. We don't have the time to go and get a big boost pad. That's why they scored this goal. Obviously your teammate didn't do a good job stalling time for you, but you know, in situations, there are going to be situations where you can get to that ball and you need to at least try to make an effort to get there. Now, a little bit of awkwardness there up in their teammate, obviously. I'd say it's more on them, because they should be like through you here. They don't need to be just waiting there. They need to either be getting up to make a play for this, or I don't know, doing something else. I feel like they're just in the way a little bit. So good challenge though as first man. Get another touch. Try to dribble it. Very good. Guy in front of the net. It's time to bail, and your teammate does a great challenge. Blue side did a very bad job of handling this ball. Our friend here with all the blocks is he's on the back wall right now, and he has to jump off it to go try to get this ball, and your teammate perfectly challenged it. They had plenty of time to go get this ball and challenge that. So, very good. And here we go. Ball's going to your corner. Take our time. We got plenty of time here. Gonna dribble it. Let it get away from us a little bit. If we're gonna do like a dribble like this, we don't want to. My dog's just stomping at each other. You get a little too far underneath the ball or ahead of the ball, and when it's on the wall like this, you get ahead of the ball, it's actually gonna pop out like this, like it did right there. I would say either we're full commit to being on the ground or full commit to being on the wall. You kind of try to do both. It was a little weird. So the wall is tough. The wall is a hard place to be. It worked out. You had a good bump, spun him out, and your teammate just the biggest Chad challenge ever to score that on net. Like, just beautiful. But yeah, just the small stuff. Good job getting the boost here. Clear out, let your teammate go. He ends up stealing the boost. Oh, good job. If you actually would have shot this on net, I have a feeling that this defender would have blocked it. So putting it off to the side is not a bad plan. And then we're coming, and then this is a great touch. So you're trying to get this ball to where your teammate actually is. You get to this point, you can see out into the field, and if we look out here and we don't see our teammate in this section of the field, they're either all the way in your net, which I hope they're not, right? Or they're near post. They're near over on this side. So playing this ball where it comes out from this front post will actually give your teammate a better shot at trying to put this on net. So good job with that. Trying to get a nice shot in here. Cover it off the wall. A little bit of awkwardness here, but what helped save it was somebody committed. Your teammate ended up committing over you, even though you're a little closer, but that just made it so like he's the first man now, made it very decisive, made it very clear what was going on. He's the first man, gonna go make the blue defenders make a play, which they had to, and then you were able to make a good clear off of it. So something to think about. You always want to be decisive. You always want to be sure you're making your opponents make a play if you're the first man. Good job peppering the net from your teammates. Now, this is one of those cases we need to decide what we're going to do here, right? Are we going to commit to getting little boost pads, or are we going to full commit to a full boost? I'm telling you, when I turn around here, and if I come off this, and I'm going to go for a few boosts here. Either I'm going to go and I'm going to try and get this middle boost over on this side of the field, or I'm gonna get the little boost pads in the middle and on my side of the net, right? Or I'm gonna turn this way and I'm gonna get this big middle boost pad, right? We aren't in a spot yet where we want to go all the way back for a big boost in the corner. We're just gonna give too much space if that's the case. But then you got to either commit to getting the full boost pad, which it ends up getting there, I think, by the time you get by it. But you know, getting little boost pads in general is not a bad thing. It's always going to help. Great touch out of the corner, by the way. And then good patience. Let your teammate go for this. He already is planning on going for it. He actually has a better angle for this to make it more threatening. Just let him go and be a good supportive teammate. You do a good job. If you would have watched what this blue defender did, you would have seen he was facing this direction. Okay, and then he spun around this way. So that tells me his momentum has been completely stopped. He basically did a 180 and then was going to go for this ball if he was going to challenge it, right? So with that information, if we're watching this guy, because he's the key guy we're worried about challenging, we know we have a free ball, free attempt at this. We do get a little hesitant because he is kind of close to it. He is kind of turning, but then we realize, oh, he's just sitting way back, waiting for us to do something. So that's really important to look at our opponents, what they're doing. I would love to see this on net more, on net or off the back wall. Now you have a lot of room here, and I think you ended up just mistiming it where it just ends up going wide. It's not very threatening when it's over there. And then you jump a little late for that one too. But that's coming from reading it. Like obviously you just didn't read it very well, and that's okay. That you'll read that better and better with more practice. So, but good rotation, slide behind your teammate, get that big boost, move forward. Good challenge. Read that one really well. This is very dangerous from your teammates. In general, we don't want to be. No, that's not him. What? Oh yeah, this is to it. In general, if this ball is bouncing off like this and you have zero boost, this is not the time to just sit under the ball and try to control it, right? You're actually just in the way of that play more than anything. You've got to rotate out, got to be getting boost, getting little boost pads, and protecting the net or helping your teammates somehow. So some good whiffs to help you guys out. Great challenge. And then again, doing the same play, playing it soft near post because that's where your teammate is. Because we come up this wall, right? Come up this wall and we realize don't see our teammate literally anywhere. So that means they're near post, they're close. So you play it off the wall short like this. No one's ready and it's an easy goal. So amazing pass, great awareness of where our teammate is. I really liked how your gameplay has evolved. It's not just try to control it every time. It's actually, making decisive plays on, am I hitting this ball really hard? Am I shooting it? Am I clearing it to this place? Am I trying to find a teammate? Am I trying to do this, that? But you're still keeping possession. Like the core concept of what you were trying to do when you were gold was keep possession. And it's evolved into being more potent, hitting the ball harder, and doing other things really well. So, very good with that. I'm very happy seeing that. So here we go. We're getting up there. Always be careful flipping upfield to get into a challenge, right? Because you do this and all of a sudden he turns and flicks it over you, right? It's very scary. So just be careful. Maybe use a little boost, just get there just to get there so you have time to like jump or react to how this ball's gonna go. It works out though. You get there, have a big challenge, kind of waiting to see what happens, and then eventually, you know, this is a beautiful play for this rank, right? You're plat, we don't know what we see our blue defender back up. Like we're kind of just waiting to see what they're gonna do, right? Like this isn't a ball that's gonna do anything good for us right now. And eventually you just realize that they're never gonna go, and it actually comes off the wall for a perfect angle at a shot. So, and you take it and you score it really well. Like this is a very great shot. This is not something you were doing when you were gold. So obviously the improvement is there. That is really, really nice. So here we go. End of the game situation here. Good challenge from your teammate. I don't think you needed this boost. So you have 63 boost. You actually don't need to go all the way and get this boost. I like it only for the fact that it gives you space to kind of figure out where this ball is going to go. So going out this way and then coming up is fine. But if we're looking at it from like a boost management standpoint, like your teammate just cleared this ball here, he's going to probably want to come up here and get this boost while you go challenge this. And if they get this boost, they're in a better spot to come and assist you in scoring this ball. So you also want to make way for your teammates too to have boost. You could have probably just went straight to the corner with that, with how much boost you had, and fine. And then yeah, beautiful. Ball coming pops out. If you're gonna go for this, probably a double jump aerial would have been better. We would have got there faster. Still don't hate the play. Like it was perfect. The ball was in a bad spot. Blue team is in no situation or no ability really to go get this ball effectively. So maybe a double jump aerial could have worked better, but there's also more of a risk of messing it up and playing it high. But your teammate comes in and just does a really good shot. Really did well getting there and reading that play. Again, so beautiful kickoff. That's picture perfect. There's nothing to be said about that. That is just, you know, both of you guys working really well together. And the game kind of slows down here. It ends right around now. There's no other the other guy left. So, and great fundamental shot right at the end to win the game. So overall, this game was really tight in the beginning. There were some pretty like key mistakes with rotation stuff, boost management, little things like that. But like if we're gonna look at the growth of you G95 from when you first came into the Discord and put a replay to now, like it is astronomical. So good on you. You've been really improving a lot. Some of the things we want to look at as we're trying to get to Diamond is consistency with hits. We want to be able to hit the ball with the nose of our car every single time, put a lot of power on it, and just get the ball moving quickly. Obviously that's counterintuitive compared to like, oh, control the ball, do this. But getting into the habit of hitting the ball really hard will help you eventually with shots, hitting the shots really hard, putting them in good spots, good placement. And control can take a back seat for a little bit, but keep it in your back pocket so that way as you get into Diamond and start hitting the ball harder and it starts getting closer to champ, you can start controlling the ball again. Starting to get that possession that we've had previously, or that we focused on previously. Overall though, great game. Really good game. Very instructive, I think. So thank you for submitting it. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end here. If you like these type of videos, like, comment, subscribe. If you want your replay analyzed, you need to go to the description below, join the Discord server, head over to the coaching section and drop a replay in there, and I will analyze it for free and make a whole video just like this. Just for you. Just for you. Just because you stayed here this long. Also, you gotta subscribe. So, hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.